been thinking a lot about this lately. A lot of people see stay-at-home moms and they don't know completely what it is like to be a stay-at-home mom. So I'm gonna give you the rundown of how I managed to be a stay-at-home mom with no help. My husband works third shift and I'm primarily at home with the kids all morning, and it is summer break. So I'll tell you the in and outs of being a stay-at-home mom. And if you hear kids in the background, that is simply because it's almost their bedtime and they get more rowdy as it's time to calm down. If you're new here, my name is Braille. I go by Braille Brittany. Welcome to my channel. I'm a Christian stay-at-home mom, and I hope you enjoy this video. The first thing I want to talk about is how I never really get to clock out. Unless my husband is willing to stay up during the day and take over for a little bit, I do not clock out. From the time that I wake up about 7 o'clock in the morning to about, I would say 9 o'clock, maybe 10 o'clock pushing it, I am on the clock. And after that, I am pretty much drained. I don't have any energy to do anything for myself. I try to get a bath or a shower in after the kids are asleep. Otherwise, it'll be interrupted and I can't get that full peace that I intend to. So I try to wait till after they go to sleep. On top of that, during the day, I have to manage emotions, feeding them, bathing them, and doing activities and stuff throughout the day just to keep their little minds going. I try my best not to allow the iPads and the TVs and Miss Rachel to parent my children. But when I tell you it's a job, it is a job. It takes a lot out of you, and no one really prepares you for, making yourself stretched thin, especially when you have so many little ones reaching out to you. But yeah, that's something I wanted to share, is that you never clock out. Next thing is feeling lonely and relationships and friendships changing. When I was younger, I had a friend who got pregnant while we were still young. And until I had my own kids, I never noticed like how isolating it is to have a kid, like especially at a young age like she was. But as an outsider looking in, I thought I was intruding by trying to spend time with her. But now I see I could have been more helpful, or I could have reached out a little bit more, or I could have just been there more for my friend when she was pregnant at the time, especially at a young age. So with that being said, even now, I had my first at let's say 20, 21. Yeah, 6 years ago. I had my first at 21, and it was during COVID. And my son is a COVID baby. And when I tell you, I was going through postpartum on top of so much more relationship stuff, and on top of COVID, the isolation part between that, it was so hard to, keep up my mental health. I'm so glad I got through that stage. Looking back now, I feel like I did the best that I could. I'm not going to beat myself up about it, but the older me would tell myself just to pray and to hold on to God, because that was the only, person that was there that could keep you going. Because I won't say too much about my relationship, my marriage, but we were going through a rocky path. We were struggling at the moment financially. We were young, we were dumb, we were broke, we were kids. Sorry about the We were doing the best that we could with what we had, and at the time we didn't have that much help. I was the type of mom, the type of new parent that didn't really like push getting help. I didn't really um ask for a lot of help. I thought I was being needy by asking help, but looking back on it, like, that's what you're supposed to do. 3 kids in, that's what you're supposed to do. So yeah, now, even now, like, we are in a whole new state, um far away from what we had as supports and what we called our home and all that. Our family is all like 19 hours away, so everything kind of just falls on me. And it's like, well, when it comes to the kids, the finances and stuff falls on my husband, which is another aspect, another video I want to go through. But um yeah, a lot of whatever the kid has going on has to go, like, I have to do with, like, appointments. um like, it falls on me, and it's kind of lonely because I did have like an extra set of eyes, like going out to appointments and doing stuff like that. But it gets lonely, and I can't say that I have friends out here now. We're like 3 months here, almost 4 months we've been here. It's still hard. Gaining friends as adults is hard, and I don't know. I'm trying, but it is a little isolating. It is a little lonely. We started going to a new church. We started going to the pool and activities and stuff to try to see if any, like, potential friendships stick. So I'm trying that. But yeah, motherhood, especially stay-at-home parenting, gets lonely. Like I said, we just got here about 4 months ago, and we came here without nothing. Like, we don't have a couch, we don't have a lot of the necessities that we were comfortable with at our home that we were at for 5 years. And during that time, we accumulated a lot of stuff. But here, there's a lot of, like, emptiness that needs to be filled. Like, and I feel like, yes, I do it a lot on my own, like a mental load, because a big part of me wants all of that stuff to feel like my kids are comfortable, to feel like I'm comfortable. Um, but it's like mentally, like, challenging to be without when you're so used to having so much and having that, break of support when you want to reach out is there to grasp. So that's hard to deal with. And then on top of that, I had a therapist when I was back in our hometown, and I don't have that now, or I'm establishing that now. So without having that, it's hard to, like, try to be there for your husband, be there for your kids, be there for your own mental health, and trying to hold that stuff up without breaking down. Like, I have moments where I just want to cry. I just want to punch something, but I don't. Sometimes I just internalize it, or sometimes I just pray and just ask God to deliver me from it, or I just try to refocus my mind on something else to not, put too much pressure on myself, not to make myself, I don't know, this full of rage or anger, whatever I'm feeling from not having that support and, what I used to have. Now that I told y'all everything that's hard about being a parent or a stay-at-home mom, I wanted to tell you guys some of the pros of being a stay-at-home mom. So firstly, you get to witness a lot of milestones. When I tell you, it's so rewarding to see your children thrive and grow at a pace that kind of faster than you would like it to be. It's so rewarding to be able to be there for graduation, parent teacher events, to be able to take your kids to the park, to be able to take them on day-to-day like activities, and stuff like that is so rewarding to be able to see them just grow, watch them learn how to walk, watch them talk, you say their first words. um, just be there overall as a parent. I feel like that's the number one rewarding thing you can do as a parent is to watch your child grow. Other thing is the flexibility you have as a parent, to be that parent, to be able to take your kids to an appointment if it gets rescheduled, to be able to go to birthday parties of your friends and stuff like that, to be able to just make your own schedule, um, without like a time limit or being on a time crunch. Of course, throughout the fall and school season, you're kind of on like you have to be, they don't have to be on a bus at one point, and then you have to be there to pick them up from the bus. Or if you're car riders, you have to be there to drop them off and pick them up. So, in that sense, you have to have that strictness, that stability. But as for like the summer vacation, there's like no limit to like what you have to do. There's so much flexibility throughout the day, and I really appreciate that because I'm kind of a procrastinator, if you call it. I don't like to do stuff if it's not something I don't want to do. So to have that flexibility is a blessing. And building family memories comes on the list as one of the fun things to do, or one of the good things about being a stay-at-home parent, because it's so rewarding just to, be able to go on like a field trip, or like to the zoo or to a museum, or just being able to make those everlasting memories. Even if you don't leave the house, you can still do stuff like make an artwork, make murals, make like art for the house, or just doing something that creates that core memory inside of you and inside of your child. So I feel like that's rewarding because a lot of parents don't get to do that. They don't have that one-on-one time with their children, or there's not enough hours in the day to be able to, supplement for what you miss while you're at work. So I don't take that for granted. I don't take that lightly. I really appreciate being able to make memories and those that last with my family. Being a stay-at-home parent requires a lot of sacrifice. It can mean like one source of income, which is in my case, my husband is the breadwinner in our home, and we have to really prioritize what we spend money on. And it's hard because I like to shop, I like to do, girly things, but bills come first, the kids come first, and, responsibilities come first. And it's hard because sometimes you have an expectation that you're going to receive this much and something else happens. So it's really hard to be that submissive to one source of income. I said previously, I do try to find time for myself, like at the end of the day. But if it's like a day that my husband has off, I try to do something like go and get my hair done, try to go and get my nails done, try to do something to pamper me, to pour into myself. I do plan on getting a therapist soon in the near future, so that would be considered pouring into myself, because you can't pour into your kid's cup if your cup is empty or half full. So it's very important to try and find some time for yourself, just like a pamper day. And I know it's probably hard, but try to get out of the house, because if you're anything like me, sitting in the house trying to get you some me time, it doesn't always work. Like there's that instinct of picking up something or taking care of the kids in some way, form, or fashion. So try to do that for yourself. Try to go out, just extend the invitation for yourself to go get your nails done, go shopping, go do something for you. Trying to change the trajectory of our financial situation by growing on YouTube as a stay-at-home mom. I try to use my day-to-day life to make as content for you guys. So if there's any videos that you would like to see to give me ideas to do, let me know in the comments. And also, if you're a stay-at-home mom, let me know what are your most rewarding things about being a stay-at-home mom. Whether you're a stay-at-home mom or a work-at-home mom or a mom who does it all, you deserve everything that you want. Like, it's hard to be a woman, a mother, and just a person in general in this today's society. So just give yourself grace, just breathe, just keep going. I know it might seem hard sometimes, but being a mom, being a parent is a blessing, and it's okay for it to be hard too. So my advice is Christian advice, to give it to God, to lay it on his hands and let it go, and just live day by day and live every step of the moment for the moment. Don't dwell on the past and don't look too far into the future. Just be in the moment, be you, and yeah, just live. All right, that's enough for this video. I hope I didn't talk y'all ears off too much. If you like this type of content, please leave a little heart down below or press the like button. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel and you like this type of content, please consider subscribing. All right, have a blessed one. I'll see you guys in the next one.